Yo, what's up everybody, man? So in today's video, this is an important video. I'm gonna teach you 5 subtle ways that women test and manipulate men. This is a very important video. A lot of times, man, when you end up dating girls for a long time, or you're in a long-term relationship, or married, or whatever it is, these girls have a way of breaking you down, testing you and controlling you. And a lot of times, man, it'll fly under your radar. You don't even realize it until it's way too late. These are subtle little things that girls do to test, manipulate, control you. If you ain't hyper aware of female nature, you might not even notice these things until it's way too late. And sometimes you don't even have any idea what's going on. How did you get here? So let me break down these 5 things so that you could be aware of game. Number 1, when you have a girl that mirrors you. This one here a little sneaky. This one here will have you thinking you meet the girl of your dreams. Oh my God, I met my soulmate. She's the one. There's the girl that like everything you like. She want to do everything you want to do. She into everything you into. It's like a reflection of yourself. She pretty much just study everything that you like and become the female version of you. Everything you say you like, she says she like. Everything you like to do, she like to do. If you into boxing, she into boxing. If you into collecting Pokemon cards, she into collecting Pokemon cards. See, the problem with this and why it's dangerous is men that think that they find someone that's super compatible with them. Or they think that she just very attracted to me and she have high interest, so she just into what I into. And then you lay your guard down. And then after a couple months or a year or however long it take, the real version of her to come out. All of a sudden you see her interest start to shift and she start telling you, I ain't never really liked them stupid Pokemon cards. Why you to collect them things so childish? Or yo, I ain't really into boxing. You always going over there and coming home smelling sweaty. Like all of a sudden her story to flip. But you're already emotionally invested. It's way too late at that point. You already have feelings for this girl. You're already deep in a relationship. These girls are very sneaky and crafty. But when you have yourself a girl that have experience and she's smart, she even more dangerous. Them is the ones that you really gotta watch out for. Listen, some of these girls, I bet in a man sketting. But when you get yourself a smart sket, that's a problem. She been in this game for a while. She know how to use her femininity and her charm and her seductive nature that she have to get everything that she want out of you. And you don't even recognize it until it's too late. You thinking this girl on your type of time, she on your program, and you bringing her close and you involving her in your life and you taking and you doing everything and you thinking this girl is perfect and then all of a sudden, bam, that switch the flip. And then you sitting down there scratching your head like, yo, what happened, man? Like, what it is that I do to cause this girl to start acting this way towards me? You start thinking to yourself like, maybe you did something wrong. She was the perfect girl. Oh my God, things was amazing. I just want her to get back to this person that she used to be for me. You start getting in your head and then all of a sudden now you more invested into the girl because you spending all of your time and energy now trying to get back to that person that she was before. When in reality, she was just learning you, she was just studying you, she was just mirroring you. She was giving you the illusion of compatibility. She was giving you the illusion of this is my soulmate, this is the one, this is the girl of my dream. She's everything I was looking for in a girl. She just like me, she like everything I like, she's into everything I'm into. And it's very hard to spot girls like this because sometimes you can't differentiate between whether or not she really is that way, she really into you, she just attracted to you and all of a sudden you rubbing off on her, or this is just her mirroring you, manipulating you, setting you up. And it's one way you can really truly figure out which type of person that you have on your hands. All you gotta do is say no to something. All you gotta do is tell a mother's son no. Say no to something. Say no to something that you know you can't do that she wants. Tell her the truth. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Watch how she responds to you. If you have yourself a good girl and you tell her no, you can't do something, she's supposed to understand. Even if she get a little frustrated or you guys try to work it out, at the end of the day, she gonna understand. She ain't gonna flip on you and become a whole different person. Her intentions, her desires ain't gonna completely change. Say no to, and that ain't just for girls, that's for anybody. Say no. If you really want to see somebody true colors, tell a man no. Say no to something and see how the man respond and react. That's how you're gonna really determine the type of person you have in your hands. Just say no to them. If she mirroring you and that ain't genuinely who she is, she can't handle that. She can't handle that, no. Because honestly and truly, anybody could be good for you when things going good, When the relationship going good, when she getting everything she want. It's easy to be cooperative and submissive and feminine and all of that stuff you hear on these podcasts. But tell her no. Watch and see if she flip and become a whole different person and then she show you her true colors. That's really the only way to tell the difference between a girl that's genuinely compatible with you versus one that mirroring you and just manipulating you to make you think that she have all of those things in common with you. Now here's number 2. Watch out for gaslighting. I know we hear this word all the time. It gets thrown around all over the place and half the time people don't even know what it really means. She'll make you doubt what you say, what you do, what you think. All of a sudden you'll be looking at yourself like damn, man, did I say that? Did I do that? Let's say something happened, right? And you know for a fact how it went down. Your memory ain't failing you. But she'll tell you like, that's not how it went down. Or you got it wrong. That never happened. Them man is Thanos and boom. Them man got a reality stone and them man just snap them man fingers and reality all of a sudden different. And you know she do the thing that you're saying she's doing. But she'll make you doubt yourself. And over time, you gonna start losing your mind. You gonna start looking at yourself like you crazy, bro. Let me give you like a real world example. You could be sitting down there in bed every night and you're watching your girl right now. You like, you seen her on her phone every night. And then one night you decide to pull up and you're like, yo, I noticed you've been texting somebody every night and what's going on? She'll watch you dead in your face, bro, and be like, I don't know what you talking about. You being paranoid. You always trying to start some type of shit, man. You always trying to start the argument. I don't be texting nobody. What you talking about? She look at you dead in your face and straight up just gaslight the shit out of you. Especially if you're not aware of these type of manipulative games and you're a weak dude. You be looking at yourself like, damn, like, I tripping? Maybe I am paranoid. Maybe she wasn't texting somebody. Another example is like, yo, man, like, I noticed you've been talking to James at the job all the time, man. And she be like, no, that's just my coworker. You ain't got nothing to worry about. He's just a coworker. That's just a friend. But deep down inside, your gut telling you, yo, something wrong. You gotta trust that instinct. If you don't trust that instinct, you're gonna start doubting yourself. You're gonna start doubting your ability to make decisions, bro. And once she make you start questioning yourself, bro, she get you by the balls, G. You done. It's a wrap. The only way to shut this down, you gotta call it out immediately. You gotta be like, nah, I know what I say, I know what I do, I know what it is I see, I know what I saw you doing. And if she keep trying to gaslight you after that, it's a wrap. She gone, bro. She gotta get out of here. It's a wrap. Relationship done. So pay attention. Watch out for gaslighting. That's one of the most dangerous manipulation tactics that these girls use, and it's sometimes subtle. You won't even notice it if you ain't paying attention. So pay attention. The reason I'm making this video is so that you can recognize when these things happening to you. So pay attention. Now, number 3, when she like to guilt trip you. When she like to play the victim. Now, hear me out. Every girl coming from a place of emotions, and sometimes they really do feel victimized. I ain't saying that ain't gonna never happen. But if every time you call out your girl on something, or you and her having a discussion, and you making perfect sense, and she ain't got nothing to say about it, and she backed up into a corner, and all of a sudden she start crying, breaking down, oh my God, and then she become the biggest victim, the biggest crybaby in the world, and all of a sudden you starting to feel bad, like, damn, man, I'm so sorry for hurting your feelings, and then the whole attention shift from what it is y'all were talking about to now she don't feel good, she feel bad, and now you feeling guilty like you do something to her. And now you gotta fix her problem. Sometimes she's the one that even started the argument in the first place. She probably come in there, guns blazing, swinging, thinking like, yo, she about to put you in your place, and then you kind of start, you start vibing and you start making sense. And now she backed into a corner like, damn, I ain't really got nothing else to say. And all of a sudden, the crocodile tears start coming out, and you want to know, damn, like, oh man, like, man, I hurt this girl feelings. And here's the thing, men naturally, we don't like making our girls cry. So when some men see that, a lot of the times, them man are going to them man protective instinct, and them man be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I know I hurt your feelings. And Listen, that's girl tactic 101, bro. That girl tripping shit, that's a major red flag. You might come home one day from work, right? And then boom, you catch your girl on FaceTime in a panty, talking with a dude on the other line. And then she grabbed the phone, hung up real quick, and then now you get into it. And all of a sudden, she start crying, oh my God, you don't even trust me, and all kind of shit. And then now she try and make you look like the bad guy for questioning her. Like you ain't just walk in there and catch her talking on FaceTime in her panties for another grown man. The problem with this here is that we wired to be protective of these girls. And when this here happen, it kind of short circuit your brain. It'll throw logic completely out the window, and you just start thinking emotionally like these girls. They're gonna draw you into them man vibes. You just start looking at yourself like you're the bad guy in this story. When really and truly, she's the one that's doing something wrong, But now you're looking at yourself like the bad guy, and you gotta fix this problem that you create with this girl. You gotta fix her feelings. You gotta make her feel better. And once you give in to them tears and all that crying and whining, once, she gonna use that against you forever. She gonna recognize, okay, this man is a punk. And she gonna use that every time. And the only real way to spot this here is you gotta look at the reason why she crying. If it's in the context of some real stuff that's going on, like, this girl just experienced a loss or a death, or she really had a hard day and she just coming to you with something and she crying. That's normal. That's what all girls do. Girls emotional. They're gonna cry. They're gonna cry about things that happen to them. They're gonna cry about emotions that they can't handle, things that they try and process. That's just natural. But if every time you're in an argument, especially if it's something that she did wrong, or you in a position where you kind of gain the upper hand as far as like trying to make your point concrete, and then she feeling like she backed up into a corner, and she using the opportunity to cry in every argument, she manipulating you, bro. At the end of the day, girls have real emotions. Real emotions happen. But if she only crying when she losing, she manipulating you. You gotta stand firm in whatever it is that you're dealing with in that moment. You gotta stay true to what it is you're saying, and you gotta ignore the tears. Don't let them throw you off what's going on. Don't let them distract you from the fact that this is what's happening. This is the focus of the situation. Number 4, now this is a big one. When she leverages the things that you need as a man in order to control you. As a man, we need respect, loyalty, communication, intimacy. When she starts to leverage these things against you, whenever things don't go her way, that's a major red flag. That's a huge sign that she's manipulating you. And honestly, this said, go back to the other point I had before. Tell her no to something and watch how she responds. If she were acting like, she's a trustworthy girl, she loyal, she committed, she faithful, she respects you, she communicates, she's feminine, she's cooperative, and all of a sudden, one or a combination of those qualities go out the window, that's what you need to pay attention for. If we're not getting an argument or things kind of rocky in a moment, and then she start flirting with other dudes, or she start going on Instagram and posting wild shit, she got a picture of her ass out, and she's showing off all of a sudden, or if she starts stonewalling you and giving you the complete silent treatment, like refuses to try and communicate and get past the problem, or if she start getting real disrespectful, moving real froggy, bucking in your face like you's a punk, or if she ain't getting what she want, all of a sudden the intimacy, the sex stops, that's when you need to really pay attention. To me, this is one of the worst manipulation tactics that girls use. This is actually one of the most powerful ones too, and this is the one that you need to watch out for the most. She know what you need as a man. She know your boundaries. She know what you like and what you don't like. And when she start playing with those boundaries, when she start using those boundaries as the line that she want to draw to move back and forth, as leverage to control you, she doing that because she know that's where it hurts the most. That's what gonna hit you the hardest. If she doing that, and that's something that she consistently doing, she don't love you, bro. Don't get me wrong, Every once in a while, I don't really think that there's any woman on this planet that at some point isn't going to test her man, especially if attraction drop for whatever reason, or, y'all kind of going through a rough patch. She might throw out some stuff out there just to make sure that you're the strong-centered man that she fell in love with. I don't really think that there's any girl on this planet that gonna never test you. I don't care if you're rich, famous, handsome, and you had a cape on your back and you could fly to the moon and back in 15 seconds. At some point, that girl going to test you. But if she does test you and you check it, that's supposed to be the end of it. Ain't supposed to be a whole bunch more of that going on after that. It don't matter if she's making more money than you. It don't matter if she's smarter than you. At the end of the day, this girl need to be on your time. She need to be on your program. Someone break into the house, is you that gotta risk your life to protect and save everybody in the house. Okay? You still the man. You still the leader of that household. And if she start to mess with your boundaries, mess with respect, mess with trust, mess with loyalty, mess with cooperation, mess with intimacy, then you need to wrap that relationship up right then and there, and she gotta go. She don't love you, bro. Don't let her circumstance or arguments or the fact that she's so beautiful and you don't want to lose her. Don't let none of those stuff allow her to manipulate you and leverage the things that you need as a man. If I have an argument and she start flirting with other dudes and then you call out in it and she's like, oh, you insecure or whatever, all of a sudden she went from this cooperative, beautiful, soft woman to this crazy, psycho, masculine girl, and that keep happening over and over again, you need to pay attention. You need to recognize that she's manipulating you and she's leveraging the things that you need as a man to control you. And don't get me wrong, some of these girls ain't gonna do all of these things at the same time. She might do one of these things, a combination of these things. You still need to pay attention. She might still be giving you pum-pum, but then she flirting with other dudes. Or she might still be talking to you soft and respectful, but then all of a sudden now you go on her Instagram and she posting selfies of her ass out. All of a sudden now all of her pictures get super sexy and you're like, but wait, man, what's going on here? Anytime you allow her to use the things that you know you need as a man as a weapon, she controlling you. Once you allow it, it's a wrap. Anytime she pull this type of stuff, it don't matter what's going on, walk away and never look back. You gotta value yourself as a man. Ain't no discussions, ain't no arguments, ain't no negotiation. You walk away and you don't look back. A quality woman ain't gonna try and manipulate the core things that a relationship needs in order to be strong. Now the last thing, number 5, that tit-for-tat, keeping score, shifting power type of behavior. Now this one here really subtle sometimes. If you ain't aware and really understand how these things here to be going and how the game to work, or if you're a weak dude, you might not even notice this one at all, because some women, right, don't keep scoring a relationship to build fairness and trust. They do it to build leverage. Oh, so you do this thing? I gonna do it too. And a weaker man might look at that type of situation and be like, damn, man, I don't want them problems, man. So let me just watch my behavior. Instead of recognize that she's using it as a form of leverage and control to manipulate you, you over here try and be avoidant and be like, yo, I don't want no problems. I don't want to cause no issues with my girl. I in a dog house. I gotta go sleep on the couch tonight. She went on a little girl's night out with her friends to kind of relax and get her mind off of things. Relationships, man, should be about giving and receiving naturally. Things happen, good or bad. When she keeping track of everything, keeping score, competing with you damn near. You don't build an environment of safety, security, trust, which is the core foundational things that relationship needs in order to survive. This had to create that power dynamic where you kind of feel guilty or obligated that you to just comply just to keep the peace. And that ain't real peace. Peace ain't walking on eggshells. If you tell her something that you feel like she do to you, all of a sudden she bringing up something from 2-3 weeks ago or 2 months ago, telling you how you make her feel. Try and make it seem like you owe her something for that. And if you don't recognize this, you're going to just end up trying to justify bad behavior, trying to explain yourself, or making compromises that just don't solve you at all. All you can do is call it out. You could be chill, you could be smooth, you could be like, listen, I want us to focus on growth. I want us to get past this situation together as a team. I don't want us to keep score and focus on things that happened in the past that have nothing to do with what we're dealing with right now. You call it out calmly, collectively. If she keep doing it, if she always keeping score, then she's not in it for the relationship. She's in it for leverage and she's in it for control. She's going to continue using her leverage and control against you until you stop it and walk away. These girls, right, them man don't just take a sword and cut you in half sometimes. Sometimes it'll be 1,000 little cuts. Them man will just hack away at you. And you don't notice it. It'll be small little cuts. It'll be like kind of like a mosquito bite. But over time, bro, you're losing blood. You're getting weaker and weaker. And before you know it, you're like, damn, I'm missing an arm and a leg. I don't even recognize myself. And I don't want you to get to that point, guys. So if you could recognize these 5 things, man, it's very important. These are subtle ways that women control and manipulate you. Be aware. Learn these things so that you can spot them, you can identify them, and you can know how to handle them. Some of these things will make or break your relationship. It's your job as a man to value yourself. Don't let her manipulate and control you. You want yourself a partner that's on your time. She's on your program, not the other way around. A woman will not desire and love you if she does not respect you. I really hope that this video was helpful for you, man. I think it's an important one. Definitely save this one here. Watch it over and over again because this is something that you have to develop the mindset, you have to develop the awareness for. So watch this video over and over again to make sure that it sticks with you. If you need my help with your relationship or situation, you could email me directly at tbltothewall@gmail.com, or I have one-on-one coaching offered below. There's a link below in the description. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We try and get to 500 subscribers, man. So follow TBL to the Wall on all platforms. And until the next one, man, it's TBL to the Wall. You're done.
Yeah, you know. TBL, them can't stop with. Can't hold me down. Enough of them a pray for lightning shock way. And we see we lifeless, but the ground so we bring